Sequels are a hard thing to do, especially when you're coming from a great original package. Sometimes they can improve what you're doing, sometimes they can make it worse. With the Z2 Force, it's somewhere in the middle where you have lots of improvement, but you have 2 or 3 key things that really stop it from being a great sequel. This is our Moto Z2 Force review. So since Motorola wants the Moto mods to work from here on out for any Moto Z line device they come out with, the design line is going to be more or less the same. From the bezels to the antenna bands to the placement of the cameras front and back. The slimmer profile shows off a thinner body that weighs in at 159 grams and 6.1 millimeters thick, with a bigger and rounder fingerprint sensor. The shatter shield is still the same as the 5-layer assembly, with the rest of the phone made of 7000 series aluminum, which is supposed to be the highest strength in metal. I definitely love the name being able to take a beating from drops, but there's a trade-off. The rest of the phones can suffer from chips and scratches in the process. This time around, they're using a 5.5-inch QHD OLED display panel, which is really good. It's a bright panel, great colors, great angles to cover all your viewing pleasures. However, it's not superior, but it's actually getting a lot closer than it ever was previously. Z2 Force is equipped with the typical flagship combination of quad-core Snapdragon 835 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, and expandable storage. This one has 64 gigs of storage. It got no hiccups or stutters. It can handle media streaming, gaming, multiple apps open, and all that good jazz. Similar to the Z2 Play, the Z2 Force battery shrunk, like a lot. It dropped from 3500 milliamps to 2730 milliamp battery. All this to make the body slimmer. How well does this play out in, day out experience? It holds up pretty well. It can still get you a full day, but it's nothing compared to last year's Z Force. You'll actually get a little bit longer battery life with the Z2 Play. So on the camera side, Motorola stepped things up this year by joining the dual camera party with a depth of field sensor and a monochrome sensor. You have a f2.0 aperture, 12 megapixel rear facing cameras with face detection and laser autofocus on board. Motorola has improved their sharpening a bit, and the depth of field effects are as good as the rest. The black and white photos look good, even though you can kind of add that with a filter with Instagram or some other app. The weakness is definitely in the low light. Some sort of stabilization can help that out with a bit more. They still need to fix a few things before they could be mentioned amongst the rest of them and actually be a competitor. On the software side, you have kind of the same software from the Z2 Play. It's running Android 7.1.1 Nougat with Moto's lovely software addition. All this makes for a smooth, better than stock version of Android, only adding value to it without the extra BS that attached to it. If you take nothing else from this review, other phone makers need to take notes on how to add to Android without ruining it. Is the Z2 Force better than original? Yes. Is it worth the $720 that you have to pay for it? No. The price point would kind of fixes you in the Moto mod system, which are great, but those are pricey as well. There's a line of usual suspects of other phones you can get that can kind of give you pretty much the same specs, same experience. The OnePlus 5, Galaxy S8, even the Z2 Play. So while awesome as they are, I'm not sure raising the price on your flagship will help your narrative in regards to being a competitor. So there you have it. Z2 Force, it is a slimmer yet pricier improvement. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We appreciate you for doing so. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and thank you for watching.